history sociology double major from Colorado Springs, Colorado.
Hi, my name is Ashley Peterson, and I am from Pierce, Nebraska, and I am double majoring in elementary education and special education.
Hi, my name is Savanah Ellis. I am from Beaver City, Nebraska, and I am double majoring in international relations and studio art.
Hi, I'm Max Griffel. I'm majoring in history, and I'm recording from Ralston, Nebraska.
This was Savannah.
I didn't know that we were going on. I'm sorry. Okay, so we started this project in Core 101, and our assignment was to make a project based on care of all things, one of the Hastings College habits. So the definition from the Hastings College website is, our abundance of time, talents, treasure, and people is a gift to shepherd so that we may change lives. We thought this was really, really broad, so we decided to remake the definition and do it ourselves. So we came up with, care of all things represents the importance of empathy, knowledge, and involvement in the world around us to understand and truly live in the harmonious interdependence of each of us has with ourselves, one another, and the environment, and with community as a whole. So if you obviously heard us, but we all come from very, very different majors and areas of expertise. So we all had different ideas of what care of all things means to us. So we collaborated and came up with that definition, and that will be the basis of the project that we chose to do. So going on to the next slide, you'll see the process, and us starting the process was brainstorming, designing it. So yeah.
All right, so why hammocks? What was our process, and how did we come to hammocks? So when we first started this project, we knew that we wanted to create a space that was outdoors and that was specialized. We all realized that there was a lot of green space on campus, but it wasn't necessarily specialized to something other than sports.
There's tons of like beautiful green space, but if you don't really want to go outside, chuck a football around or throw out a blanket on the grass, it's not particularly usable. And so that's kind of what we wanted to do. We wanted to create something that was useful and appealing to all different kinds of students and to more than just two people. I think in the process of this project, we looked at probably every green space on campus. We looked at all the benches and like the water features, and they're all very nice, but they're not really usable, especially if you want to use it for a big group, or if you're just even or it's not super accessible. And so we wanted to kind of do something a little different. So yeah.
So we came up with some ideas about revitalizing the green space on campus or bringing a brand new green space to campus. And some of these ideas revolved around a meditation garden or the labyrinth walking maze in the Circle Drive by the admissions building, or a hammock garden, or a grown-up playground. And the one that really stuck out to us was a hammock garden. We were all really interested in this idea, hence Hammock Henge.
Yeah, so like we just said, making a hammock garden kind of eventually emerged to us in our kind of brainstorming process as kind of the obvious choice with this project. This kind of became the obvious direction that we wanted to go. So our goal with Hammock Henge is to create a specialized outdoor space on campus which will encourage students to spend more time outside throughout the year. It'll be a place where students can hang hammocks and swing on tire swings in groups or individually, which will create a permanent space for year-round outdoor recreation and community building, which will be unique to Hastings College campus. I know when we were talking about this, we're all, I'm from Colorado, and one of the other schools that I toured before choosing Hastings was Colorado State University. So one of the things that I thought was really fun about Colorado State University, and there's trees, they're all very skinny, but you can walk outside at any building at, any time of year and just see, dozens of people, with their hammocks slung up in the trees, they're studying, they're, taking a nap, they're hanging out with friends, and they're just really having a good time. And we all kind of thought that we all kind of had some experiences like that and had some ideas about that, and we kind of thought that that's something that the Hastings College campus really needs, is like just a really nice outdoor space. And because all the trees are too big and too far apart to hang a hammock from, we thought that maybe we should do something a little more specialized. So, yeah.
All right, it is my time to shine. So I was in charge of figuring out all of the math and the schematics and everything that we need for the building of this actual, Hammock Henge. So as you can see on this slide here, these were a lot of the early designs that we had come up with, none of which worked for one reason or another and stuff. So we really wanted to focus on making sure that the hammocks were far enough apart and such that there wouldn't be any issues with ground maintenance, and we also wanted to make sure that the tower swings wouldn't accidentally hit the hammocks for safety reasons. And there were just a lot of things that we had to take into consideration for all this. As you can see on the next slide, this is the final design that we had come up with. We're going to have poles set up so that you can have at least 10 hammocks plus 2 all-season tire swings set up. So, yes, this is the design that we had agreed upon and that we got approval from by everybody.
Yeah, and as you can kind of see in kind of the upper right corner of our screen, all of the lines on the design are basically spaces you can hang hammocks. It'll be a really great place to hang hammocks in groups or hang them individually. And there's just really a lot of potential for kind of this space for this project as well.
So turning our plans into a reality. We had this great idea. We have all of these plans, all of these blueprints, but it's just paper. It's pen to paper. So we needed to turn something into an actual idea. So with our approval process for coming up with this idea, so we started, as we said earlier, in our Core 101 class with Dr. Reeds, and we came up with this idea of what we wanted that would embody the care of all things definition from the beginning. After that, we talked to Dr. Reeds and Dr. Amio together, and Dr. Amio actually came up with the name Hammock Henge.
Yeah, we were kind of pitching our idea, and we're like, yeah, we're gonna put some poles in the ground, we're gonna hang hammocks from them. He's like Stonehenge, like a hammock henge. And we went, yeah. So as you can see, that definitely was that. So.
Yeah. So after that, we talked to the student engagement team, and we talked about how they could partner with us and how we could partner with them, just to get some more support on campus and talk to them specifically about the actual hammocks and where could we get these, what type of hammocks, would you be able to house hammocks for us, etc. We also talked to the Alumni Foundation for getting some funding for this project, as it is very large and it's going to cost quite a bit of money. And the last people that we talked to was the administration team, and we talked to a number of different people in the administrative area and got all of their support many times, just so that everything went through all the right channels and everything was set and ready to go.
And I think that was definitely one of the most frustrating parts of this process. I think we sent at least 100 emails, or Ashley sent at least 100 emails in the span of 3 or 4 weeks, and just kind of I think waiting. I think that was definitely the most frustrating part, was waiting for other people to kind of come back and waiting for approval and stuff like that, and just getting as many people involved and on board with this as possible. It was definitely an adventure. So on the next slide, you see our budget, which, to be honest, okay, that looks like a fairly scary number for a student-led project. That's it's a fairly good chunk of change. But
we promise it's not that bad.
Yeah.
Okay, it will be okay.
So the majority of our budget is going to be going toward building materials, namely like the lumber and the concrete that we're going to need to put the posts in the ground and make sure that they're safe and going to last a super long time. We've done, or Max has done, an incredible amount of research into kind of building materials and building processes, and this budget reflects kind of the safest and best options for us, and to make sure that Hammock Henge is something that's going to last a really long time on campus and that's not going to like collapse in on anybody. The other kind of big portion of our budget is going to be going towards tool rental. I'm going to speak for the group here, but like I don't personally have like a post hole digger or a circular saw in my dorm room. So a good chunk of our budget is going to be towards like making sure that we have the tools we need to actually do this project and make sure that it's not going to be a huge disaster. So.
And we did cut out a large part of our budget to make it something that the school was comfortable with and that we were comfortable with by not hiring out to different companies. We are hoping to keep this within the school and within the honors program. So.
Yeah, definitely. So one of the most kind of important parts of this project to us and that we really wanted to focus on was the importance of like community building and getting as many people involved and on board as possible. Like this is the goal of this project is to create a community space, and we want the Hastings College community to be involved in that space.
So a little bit outside of the community of Hastings College specifically, we have Tom Service, who is a mechanic from my hometown here in Pierce, Nebraska. And they were gracious enough to be like, hey, do you guys need some tires? And I was like, wait, really? Like, you're just going to give them to us? And they were like, yes, we love this project and we love the idea of it. And so, they donated some tires that we can use for the tire swings. And then we also have some extras that we can just place within the project where we want.
Yeah. One of the other really big parts of this project that we were really lucky to have happen was we were able to set up a Bronco Boost fundraiser, which is, so if you don't know, Bronco Boost is a fundraising thing that goes out to kind of the Hastings College alumni and the Hastings College network, which kind of allows people to kind of support projects that they care about and to support, different school organizations. So one of the things that people always talk about as being like one of the most important parts of Hastings College is this is the community aspect, is the community aspect, and is the kind of that emphasis on being a small college and being like very well connected with other people and like getting to know people really intimately. So we thought that doing a Bronco Boost would be a really awesome opportunity for people to kind of support that vision of community and support that idea that people are so passionate about anyway. You can find if you're interested in this project and you're something you'd like to see on campus, you can find our Bronco Boost fundraiser on the Hastings College alumni page under donations. As you can see, it's kind of off to a slow start, but we really think that this is a really cool opportunity for other people to kind of get involved with this project. One of the other really cool things that happened that we were kind of lucky enough to get, I don't know how closely you all followed the Student Association election, but we were actually featured as kind of a running point for the Rogers and Jones platform. They're really focused, and we've had like several conversations with them, and we're working together to basically, they're really passionate about bringing other like student created projects and student led projects to campus to build that sense of community and to build good spaces that are usable for people. So we're really excited to hopefully be able to kind of work with them in the future and kind of see. And we were really excited to kind of get their support for our project.
So we're just going to the next slide. So to tie this all together with Core 101, we learned a lot from this project. We learned a lot about teamwork and collaboration. Like as I said before, we all come from different areas of expertise, so we all had like one little section of the project to do. For example, Max did all the math and all the designs and all that, which I really commend them for because it is insane and I could never do that, so there's that. Emma did a lot of the funding parts and a lot of wording emails to people, which again I commend her for that because they're hard. And then Ashley was the communications between all these different bodies between us. And like Emma said, she had to send like about 100 emails in the span of 3 weeks. So that's incredible. So I thank them for that, for all their work in that. And then going on to like how to navigate bureaucracy of this. That's also something that we learned, and that's really important. Really important lesson that we learned. There's a lot that goes on with how you communicate with other people and how you want to get your vision to work, and so we learned that. And again, how we can fund the project, and we're working on that, like with the Bronco Boost. And again, like I said in like the second slide, care of all things means something different to all of us, and so we collaborated to make it into one definition for our project. And in this project, we had a lot of setbacks, a lot of them, but we pushed through them. For some examples, there was some communication errors that didn't really work out. We tried to send emails, they wouldn't send it back to us. We had to go hunt people down, which is fine. And then again, with COVID-19 happening, that was an issue to happen because now we're all in our homes and we can't talk face to face to each other. So that's a challenge that we're overcoming right now. And funding is another challenge, but we're getting through it, so it's good. So through this project, we also had a Google Drive folder that we created, and it has all of our work, all of our emails, all of our designs, everything that we created for this project is in that Google Drive. And it was a lot of trial and error, but we are pushing through it, and we're here. And just some examples about our perseverance is that Max and Emma were a big part of the design process, and they even like went outside to chalk out the math and measurements to make sure it was okay, and all the space that they had to use. So again, I commend them for that. Max had to reconfigure the math countless times. I think the designs that we showed you were just like a small portion of what Max did. So again, congratulations, Max, because that was a lot. And then Ashley had to send an excessive amount of emails. So yeah, you get the point. There's a lot of work into this, and we're very proud of it. We're proud that how long it's taken and how much work we put into it. So yeah, and then
I'm gonna pop in here. Savannah's not gonna talk about herself, but Savanah was the glue that kept this team together and kept us working like fluidly and make sure that everything that, even though we were all working like on our own sections, everything like flowed together and connected. So
Yeah.
so congratulations to Savanah.
thanks, Sarah. Thanks.
Absolutely, yeah. And this project as a whole, I mean, this would not have been possible without being in our Core 101 interdisciplinary inquiry class. Like we wouldn't have had this idea. We wouldn't have had necessarily the time or
The resources available either.
Yeah. To like for sure actually like make this grand crazy vision a reality. So that was definitely like we felt that like the class was a really valuable experience for that and for kind of giving us the skills to take on and tackle a huge project. So
for sure. All right, so going on to questions. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact any of us. We'll do our best to answer your questions, and
If we can't answer it specifically, we will push you on to the person that we know can, because like you saw throughout the presentation, each of us has like an area that we are like our expert on. And so like if you have a design question, we'll push you on to Max, or like a budgeting question, we'll force you on to Emma. And so just feel free to ask any of us and you will get the answer that you want.
or if you want to get involved with this project, if you think this is cool and if you would like to see Hammocks on the Hastings College campus, please don't hesitate to reach out. We are like we said, we are desperately in need of kind of donations and help from other people. This project would not be possible without kind of being able to collaborate and work with other people. And so if you're interested and you want to get involved, please reach out to us. We are super happy to kind of bring you into this project, to kind of make it something for everybody. So,
and then I'll just take the last slide. So the special thanks we have a lot of. This project would not be possible without Dr. Reeds, our professor for Core 101. She has helped us through so many issues and dilemmas throughout this process, so we cannot thank her enough for her support. And of course, Dr. Amio, he named the project, so like that, and he also gave us a lot of advice of how to contact people and what exactly to do. So again, I thank them very much. And then the Alumni Foundation over there with Matt Fong and Alicia, they really helped us as well with ideas, and Alicia especially with the Bronco Boost, she really helped us with that. And then the student engagement team with Dr. Lisa Smith, she helped us with a lot of the, I don't really know how to explain it, but like, she gave us a lot of feedback that really helped us with that. So yeah.
Just a lot of feedback and support from so many people so far, and we know that there's going to be kind of like, we're definitely going to pull in more people before this project is done.
Yeah.
So,
and as like freshmen, like coming into Hastings College, a lot of the support is very much, we're grateful for it as freshmen.
Yes, it's exactly what we needed. So
Yeah. So,
all right.
thank you for listening to our presentation. I hope you liked it. Again, we apologize if there's any like kinks or anything, because it's hard.
We're all in different locations.
Yeah, we're all in different locations, and this is over on Google Meet, and so yeah, thank you for your time.